just tell the judge.
All right, so this is People versus Vincent Martucci Caldwell. File number is 251801ST. That's you, sir?
Yeah.
You're here with your lawyer, Mr. Ross Truckee, correct?
Yeah.
All right, you're charged with driving suspended first offense. Matter was set for a final pretrial today. And it sounds like we're gonna have to adjourn this.
So I did receive notice from Joshua Kaplan that Mr. Caldwell's pending a restoration. And at this time, there's not an offer that would not get in the way of that. Obviously, there are some charges that can resolve that. I don't think we have that offer today.
How close is he with Mr. Kaplan?
I will let you know.
And I'm not trying to undo his deal. It would be pleasing to me if he were able to get a license. But he's got lots of baggage on there, and it may be a big pill for the prosecutor to swallow to take up allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. But if you could get a restoration, I think they would swallow that pill. Yes. Mr. Caldwell was not very happy. This was sent out as a notice to you on October 8th, and he says he got noticed by text yesterday that he had to be here today.
That's accurate.
Well, he needs more notice than that. That's not fair to his employer or to him. Well, we can either, when did this happen? This happened in August, so it's not terribly old.
The letter from Mr. Kaplan, in case they're preparing to file the application.
Well, we're months and months and months away. He hasn't filed the application yet. It's got to be set for a hearing. It could be June before he gets a hearing. So if I reset the pretrial, we're just kicking the can down the road. Mr. Caldwell, I'm glad you've hired a guy that specializes in this kind of thing to help you. You got a driver here today. You're working 2 jobs. You're trying to get your life back on track. I don't object to you getting a license at some point, but as I said, you got lots of baggage. Plus, they only charge you with driving suspended first. You got several prior convictions for it. Ms. Stoll, you got any input on this?
I don't.
All right. What we're doing, Vincent, is kicking the can down the road. I'm going to set a last pretrial again. For some point, we're going to have to either try it, plead it, or dismiss it, because it's months away from having a hearing. January 12th. Mr. Caldwell, I'm going to give you my own notice. Put it on your refrigerator.
Be a Monday.
Yes. No, that's a Thursday. It's the last pretrial.
January 12th?
Yeah. Do you have a trial or anything then?
No, I've got it as a Monday.
Oh, let me look. Maybe I'm January. Oh, yeah. January 15. Thanks, Ross. All right, you can let Mr. Kaplan know. The judge is like, hurry up and do this. And we'll delay it a little bit. And so here's a notice. You didn't get 24 hours notice. I gave you 2.5 months. So put that on your refrigerator. Stay in contact with your lawyer. Go get some sleep.
Thanks. Sorry again about
Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, sir. You're Mr. Solomon?
Yes, sir.
This is file 251644, People versus Mitchell, David Solomon. Mr. Solomon, you're charged here with assault and battery. Let's take a look at the actual charge. It's alleged that on June 28th, you assaulted Clarence McWaters in Three Rivers. What's the status here, Mr. Truckee?
there's a plea offer that Mr. Salmon intends to take advantage of.
What's the offer?
The offer is to plead to one count of assault and battery. Prosecutor would recommend fines and costs.
All right, Mr. Solomon. Assault and battery is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days, 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. It carries no firearm restriction or anything like that, but it is a misdemeanor. It will go on your record. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to plead guilty to that charge?
Yes, sir.
Anybody threaten you to get you to do that?
No, sir.
Promise you anything?
No, sir.
Now, what were you and Clarence McWaters having bad blood about?
He stole my bike and was actually riding it that night.
He was on your bike.
Yeah. And I got another bike and I was kind of chasing him down a little bit till him pull over, and he had a mag light flashlight with him. Kept acting like he was gonna hit me with it. I told me he did it again. I was gonna smack him in his mouth, and he picked it up again, so I smacked him in his mouth.
No, that's assault and battery. You got a bloody nose out of the deal. Did you get your bike back?
No.
Clarence said Mitchell was upset because he thought he'd stolen his bike, but Clarence said he didn't. What kind of bike was it?
That was just a next.
A what?
Next NXT. It was a mountain bike.
Okay. So you never got it back?
No, sir.
Ms. Stoll, did you get ever any information from Mr. McWaters regarding victim input?
Our office did not hear back from them.
Yeah, he sent the information, didn't respond. If he did in fact steal the bike, probably no wonder he didn't. Now, wait a minute. All right. You got arrested on the 21st, 23rd. Posted on the 24th. We'll call that 2 days jail. Looks like we actually have some cash money in here. It was through a bonding company. Yeah. I'd hope we had some money. All right, 2 days jail credit, 2 days, even 0 days to serve. $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee, and $150 attorney fee. That's $350. Do you want me to put you on a payment plan, or do you want to give me a date to pay it?
Ready to go plan, sir?
All right. Now, while we're doing this, I thought I had 2 copies of the same file, but I don't. You have a warrant out for your arrest for assault and battery. Let's take a look. Shows here as arraignment on criminal warrant. In this case, boy, it's alleged that you assaulted Brody Jack Johnson on October 5th. In the city of Three Rivers. Again, that's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, and fine of up to $500. Same thing. When he's speaking with Brody, Brody advised he confronted Mitchell about stealing from Shauna. Mitchell then shoved him to the ground before he get back on his feet. They were roommates, so they could have charged domestic assault. No witnesses, so it's your word versus Brody Jack Johnson. You've appeared at every hearing. Do you wish to plead not guilty to that charge?
Yes, sir.
Let me say this, you seem to be hanging out with the wrong people.
I've recently moved out of there and pretty much cut them all off, sir. I don't talk to any of them anymore.
All right, does the fact that you have this new charge affect the plea that you just did in the old charge? Just want that plea to stand?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. I'm sure you plead not guilty and appoint an attorney, set an attorney pretrial for December 5th at 8:30. I'm going to do a $500 PR bond, no contact with Brody Jack Johnson. I think there might be a warrant out for his arrest. Let me look. He's got an auto theft charge in circuit court, and he's got a hold.
I actually do represent Mr. Johnson in that file. So
All right, I don't think that results in a conflict for
I don't believe
this.
so.
And he's got a larceny charge, but he doesn't appear to have any open warrants. All right, I'll have the clerk take you out, set up a payment plan and appoint an attorney. You're gonna need to get fingerprinted on this. But I'm not gonna have you taken into custody. All right, you go with the court officer, you gotta do the payment plan. In this case, you gotta get your court-appointed attorney in the new assault and battery case. That'll be December 5th at 8:30, and you gotta get your fingerprints taken. All right. What are we gonna do with Mr. Sivan Gowan?
I don't believe he's here.
He's not?
No.
All right, well. He's not here?
But
All right, well, let's call it and then we'll see what we're gonna do with Miss Furlow. There are two files in the matter of People versus Sivan Alicia Gowan. There's a warrant out for his arrest in this file, 251958. Failed to appear for arraignment. And there's a order forfeiting his bond. Sure what the status of that is. File 251871 is a domestic assault. He's failed to appear in that case. I'm going to do a bench warrant. Immediate. No 48-hour hold. Bond, $1,000 cash or surety. This bond remain or $1,000 cash or surety in each file. Make sure he's not in jail. I don't think he is, but
He is not in our jail. I checked it this morning.
okay. Michelle checked and he's not here. Let's see if he got arrested between 7 o'clock and now. No, he did not. All right, we'll do two bench warrants for Mr. Gowan. If anybody knows him, tell me he needs to get in here and contact his lawyer, Mr. Truckee. He's got two bench warrants for his arrest. That kind of fell off the map. He's not here now. All right. That brings us to Miss Sinquest Furlow. Miss Furlow, why don't you come up and have a seat? We're not doing too bad. It took us a little less than an hour to get rid of everything else. It takes a while to recite all of these, but I'm going to do it again. File 2, I had these in chronological order. I think there still are. File 24881SM alleges no insurance under the insurance code, leaving the scene of a property damage accident, open intoxicants in a vehicle, and another open operating without a license. That's from April 16th of 24, I believe, in the city of Three Rivers. File 24911 alleges no insurance. And that was on May 23rd of 24. File 24912 is a co-file. It charges driving suspended second offense. They're all punishable by up to a year in jail. File 24964 in Three Rivers, June of 24. They didn't charge driving suspended. They charged no valid operator's license. That was June of 24. Now we get into 25, December of 25. It's alleged that the defendant committed a retail fraud in the city of Three Rivers. It was part of a package deal way back in May. I'm not sure what happened. And that matter is still pending. Then there's a 2-count domestic violence and assault battery in file 25359 SM. And that allegedly occurred on February the 6th. Then there's a retail fraud second degree, which is punishable by up to a year in jail from Three Rivers in file 251406. That allegedly occurred in June of 25. Then there's another retail fraud second degree in May. One of these is at Paul's Pantry. I can't remember which one which. And that's also punishable by up to a year in jail. So there's several driving cases, an assault case, and 2 theft cases, 3 theft cases. We've been working on this a couple times. We had to adjourn this. The defendant's been ill. Once she had her small daughter here with her. So we kind of cleared the decks for today. Mr. Truckee, what's our circumstance here?
There's no settlement today, Judge. We'd ask to be placed on the trial docket.
All right. Some of the cases are more compelling than others. Like a no operator's license isn't very compelling. One of the cases is pretty straightforward. It's alleged that she ran into Paul's Pantry and stole some high-end bottles of liquor and ran out. There's a videotape of her doing it. I would suggest starting with that one. Then we'll do them one by one if we have to. The problem is she'll get a jail sentence. She'll get out. She'll get the next charge. She'll do a jail sentence. She'll get out. Instead of a package deal where whatever jail she got is all at once. The worst scenario is you do 90 days, get out, have another trial, do another 90 days. Or not get out, have another trial before you get out. Have all the sentences be consecutive. But at this point, and it's up to the prosecutor's office as to what sequence or how they wish to do these. The driving cases, there's no real good defense to driving suspended. Either you were driving or you weren't, or you were suspended or you weren't. Those are pretty easy to do also. Three Rivers does have one ordinance in here. One of the retail frauds was charged as a third. The other 2 were charged as seconds. All right, I was hoping we could just reach some package deal and take care of everything, but we aren't there.
If you like, I don't mind putting the offer on the record.
All right. I wasn't even clear we got there. What is the offer? Because I had made notes back in May, but then she got more stuff.
The offer I received is to plead guilty to 1 count of domestic violence in 25359. Dismiss the balance of that complaint. 25359. Plead guilty to retail fraud second in 251406 and 251764, and dismiss 25358 and 24911. Also,
give me that again.
Plead guilty to retail fraud.
No, did the dismiss part.
I'll dismiss 25358 and 24911. And in addition, plead guilty to leaving the scene of a property damage accident, open intoxicant, no license, and dismiss improper plate and no security. Also, Mr. George's file would be subsumed. In all this.
Plea to leaving the scene. And what else?
Open intox and no license.
All right, so essentially all the driving cases would get dismissed except for no ops and leaving the scene. All right, and Miss Furlow, you're not willing to accept that offer at this time?
No.
All right. All right, I don't have a date right now where to put this. And I can't set them all on the same day because that would require the prosecutor to subpoena a bunch of different witnesses. But maybe we'll put a couple, like the driving cases are pretty straightforward, and at least one of the larcenies is pretty straightforward. The assaults and others involves coordinating witnesses and exhibits and that sort of thing. All right, I'm gonna ask the parties to present witness and exhibit lists within 21 days. Potentially, this could take 9 separate jury dates. I don't think we'll get to that. At least I hope we don't. But Ms. Furlow will probably set at least one of these for trial in January.
Okay,
So we'll get through Christmas.
okay.
And I don't have a date for you right yet. And Ms. Stoll, if your office has input on which case they'd like to do first. I had my opinions based on looking just at the affidavit of probable cause. But you've got the whole file, you know more about every case than I do. She owes $990 worth of other unpaid fines and costs. Some are booking fees, which I don't care about. She has an unpaid truancy ticket, no proof of insurance, and a plate violation. So there's a lot going on here. All right. Again, if you have any input, which one you'd prefer to set?
I would just think it's the court's discretion.
All right. Okay. We'll set a jury trial in January, probably on the Paul's Pantry case. It has about 3 witnesses. There's video. The driving cases are also easy because you just got to prove she was driving and get a certified driving record. All right, Ms. Furlow, you made your last couple appearances, which is good. How's your, I won't get into what it was, but how's your health? Are you recovering?
I'm still sick. I'm a diabetic now. I'm finding out I was diabetic last year. So I go to outpatient for diabetes to control them, manage them, stuff like that. But other than that, I'm good.
You got rid of the infection?
My kids did too, yes. But I got 6 kids, so it just goes in different areas,
Yeah.
different schools. So it changes. So yeah, it was going around bad. Still is probably.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, these are all yours. No, not just that. This is all yours. Okay.
I thought this was
Get in
yours.
touch.
I will.
All right, hopefully we won't have to try 9 cases, but maybe a couple will get things broke loose. All right, thank you. I think we did as much as we could today. We need to do 9 jury trials, and then Abigail could get a lot of experience. Every other Wednesday, she could have a trial. All right, thank you, Ms. Stoll.
Thank you.
All right, let me close off the live feed. Finishes our day. I'll be back in the afternoon tomorrow with at least one or more competency